Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a get ready with me video. So a little bit about my backstory. I will tell you, I have never been a super makeup person, a super skincare person till about I turned maybe 28. I started kind of getting into it a little bit, started like moisturizing, doing like light makeup, things like that. And it's progressed the last couple of years. To taking more care of my skin and I guess just being more proud of who I am. As someone who always dealt with self-esteem issues and stuff when they were younger, I always had the tendency to kind of try and hide, and I didn't really want people to see me, things like that. So, and through a lot of time and things like that, like I've healed a lot of that stuff, and I think that has really changed me and changed like my outlook on myself. So, but anyway, so I thought that I'd do a little get ready with me, maybe as like kind of like a beginner's or newer person, tips for someone who might be just starting to get into skincare, someone who might start to just be into makeup. So, so I just stepped out of the shower and I thought I would start from start to finish. So when I did my face this morning, I used this product that I think I got this from Birchbox maybe, or maybe I got it from Sephora, I'm not even sure. It's a wash-up cleanser, and it's by Humankind. And so I just kind of started using this guy, and I actually love the way it feels on my face. It's supposed to like gently exfoliate your face, but use natural oils. It does have anti-aging properties to it, which is cool. So I started using this. And so now that I'm out of the shower, I'm going to use my day cream. And this is the Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream by Pacifica. This is one of the items that I was doing for my buy and try this month. I don't think this gives you a very generous portion, especially for the winter time. It's very cold in Ohio where I live right now. So I'm doing 2 pumps, face and neck. I sometimes used to just live with my dry skin. I just lived with it, and I had dry, patchy red skin all the time. It was itchy. I would get really bad acne. And I noticed that since I started moisturizing, my skin has cleared up like 90%. I always thought like, I'm like past 20. Like, why do I still have acne? Why am I still breaking out all the time? And I really think it was because my skin was so dry. It was creating all this extra oil, and then I was breaking out. So using just a light daily moisturizer in the morning and then like a very heavy hydrating one in the evening has really helped me out a lot. So after I kind of prime my face, I let that sit in before I do any makeup. So then usually I'll go on to my hair. So there's 3 hair products I use most of the time. So the first one that I use, I always use like a blowout spray. This one's supposed to give you lasting volume and heat protection. This one's from L'Oreal. It's the Boost It Blowout Spray. You can see that there. I don't really think this gives me any volume, but hopefully it does do the heat protector. It's just a spritz bottle, and I'll just kind of spray it liberally all over my hair because I do blow dry and I do flat iron. Okay. Every 3 days, I do use like a defrizzing cream. So this one was a L'Oreal product as well. This is the Sleek It Frizz Vanishing Cream. And so I just use this for the top of my hair, especially when it's very humid. I'll get like the frizzy, and as it gets wet, you can see it's starting to curl. I get like these crazy curls. And so like it's snowing out today, and I know the second I step outside, my hair is going to start curling up, and it's going to undo anything I did with the straightener. And it's a kind of like, what a big waste of your time, really, right? So I'll do that, and it does last. It says lasts up to 3 days. I think it does last up to 3 days in my hair, so probably because I also use this other product, which, and then I use a mousse, and I always look for one that's got the max hold. So not a lot of people make a max hold, I've noticed. So this is the Body MV Voluminizing Mousse from Herbal Essence, and this has kind of been my holy grail mousse. I use this like all the time, and I've used probably like 5 cans of this, and I'm getting near the end actually. You'll see in my buy and try that I bought another one to use when this one ends soon. So with this one, oh my gosh, it might actually end right now. I think it's ending right now. There's like nothing left. Okay, great. And I'll just do mostly like the top of my hair. So with the flat iron, if you flat iron too close to your roots, your hair just lays limp. But it will actually be my pro tip for some of you guys to, if you straighten, to only straighten from here down, and that will leave this volume at the roots. With a short haircut like mine, volume is kind of like really important because it'll just like be like the ring girl like in your face. So, and then all I really do is I just brush up with the brush to give my hair direction when I go to blow dry it. And so I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. I'm actually going to go blow dry and straighten my hair. That was my brush. And I will see you guys when we're back to do makeup. And we're back. It's magic. So, all right. So now that I have finished my hair and my moisturizer has totally kind of like sunk into my face. So let's go ahead and start doing my kind of like simple, but this is a full makeup routine. This is everything I do except for lashes because I don't really figure that out yet. Can't really do the fake lashes yet. All right, so something that I tried because I got it in my Ipsy is this Sugar Lip Scrub. So sometimes I'll use this while I'm doing my hair. Kind of forgot to show you this before. And you just rub it on, and there's like sugar granules in it. Actually kind of tastes good, which you probably shouldn't taste good. But it's supposed to eliminate dry lips from your lips. So you could always do that before to prime your lips. There's also lip primers that you can go out and buy so that like your lipstick will not crease and it'll stay on your lips longer. I have one from Too Faced. I use it sometimes. Again, I don't know if it really does anything. Maybe I just haven't bought the right product. If you have a product that you'd like to recommend for a lip primer that works really well, you can leave that in the comments. I will check it out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my face for makeup. And so I'm just going to use a BB cream. It's like another layer of moisture, but it's also tinted. So this is in the color Light. It's the Dream Fresh BB cream by Maybelline. Now, I have a lot of weird redness on my face, again, because I'm dry. So this is just kind of like a base that I use to kind of like help smooth it out. And I think it mixes really well with my foundation. They kind of give me like a really natural color. That way I can use kind of like a lighter foundation. And it doesn't have to be like a full coverage foundation all the time. And then I'm also going to prep my eyelids. You can get all sorts of primers. This one's the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've heard some people on YouTube say they love this. Some people on YouTube say they hate it. I kind of love it. So I have a mirror over here that I'm going to use too, because looking in my laptop monitor is not the best. This is not my favorite primer because sometimes if you get it in your eyelashes, it kind of like gets stuck in your lashes, and then like you have to like rub a ton, and like you're just pulling on your eye, which is supposed to be really bad for your eyes. Oh, that was so much. All right. And I'll actually do like around here as well because you know that we put like makeup all up in our eyes. So I'll actually do this whole area and prime it. All right. So let's go ahead and get that off our fingers. Sometimes I'll squeeze this out into the back of my hand to rub it so that I don't have to use as much. I find if I do 2 squirts, I use a lot of this product, and this was like $20. So like, who wants to waste that? Okay. So the next step for me is to do my foundation. And this is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. It's got a 15 SPF in it. This is not, again, a favorite of mine. My favorite foundation that I've still ever found is Mary Kay. It's a Mary Kay product. And I use a brush to put this on, but my brush was so dirty. I actually bought another brush just to do this. So this is an expert brush from Ulta. It's very compact. This is something that I would like to use for foundation. It's something I would use for blush, something I use for contouring, something I would use probably everything except for putting powder all over my face, which I'm going to do today because my powder brush is also dirty. So I just dab it on here. Let me see if I put this right here in the corner. Oh, so you can actually see my face. See, I just kind of like dab it on. And I always start in my nose area for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I always do. The reason I don't like this one as much as I like my Mary Kay is I feel like I have to use a bunch of different pumps of this. As compared to Mary Kay, I feel like I can control how much product I use per application. And again, I feel like I'm not wasting a bunch because I can get the exact amount. Because I think with this, it's about 2.5 pumps, which it's hard to get a half a pump. All right, so all I do is I just brush this all over my face. Okay. And so that's my foundation. So I'm getting a little bit of color now. This right here is a concealer stick. This one's also from e.l.f. This I actually really like. And I'm not a huge concealer person. I know some people, they will actually like cover their entire face. Like they'll start here and they'll like blend their entire face with concealer. I'm like, I don't need that. I don't have aging lines. I don't have a ton of wrinkles. And now that I've kind of taken control of my face, I don't have a ton of breakouts either. So all I do is I do the under eye just for any little creases that might be there. I always do my chin because that's where I have my biggest pores. This is my problem spot area. I sleep on this side of my face, so this is where I always break out. Same thing with this. And then just my nose to kind of fill in my pores. And that is really all I use the concealer for. You don't have to go full concealer. You don't have to use it at all. I just use it so that I have a more flawless finish. So then the next thing I do is I do kind of like a fakey contour. I am not crazy about contouring. I have a very, very light complexion. But I have this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'll use this to kind of contour my face and give myself a little bit of color. And all you do is a little sucky face and kind of like color it on right there. And I just do the sucky face so I kind of see where to put it, and then I just drag it down and around my jawline. And just do a little bit on my forehead. Kind of just drag it down. So not a huge difference, but does bring some life to my face now that I've like caked on all this like foundation and stuff. You see, it does give me a little more definition there. So it's the whole point of contouring. Depending on whether I have a full coverage foundation on or not, I will use this blush. This is an ombre brush. It's by IT Cosmetics. It's in the color Je ne sais quoi. And I just do a little and then into my cheek, a little cheekbone and then into my cheek. And again, it's just to like natural my color a little bit more. So I'll do right there. And that's really all I'm going to do for the blush. And then I will be done with this brush and I will wash it. So there's my color. And I'm a very natural makeup person when it comes to like my face. I do all my drama in eye or lip. So, and that's something that you can do if you're newer to makeup, just to kind of get yourself into it, is that you don't have to go like drama overnight. You don't have to do your very first like look like you're on the red carpet. Just start adding some different layers to your face and then kind of pick whether you want to do the eye or the lip and kind of see where you go from there. A lot of people say not to do a dramatic eye and a dramatic lip. I don't know. I feel like we're so past that now. So, all right. And then usually I would use my powder brush and I would put on just a loose powder, but I'm out of loose powder. So I had this like emergency compact that I bought, and it's like another like $2 e.l.f. product. So far for my face, I think I've spent $10, $12. This was $6. This was $2.50. This might have been $2.50. And then I think this might have been like $5. So like I've hardly spent any money like putting my face together. Oh, and then the bronzer. The bronzer was probably kind of expensive. But anyway, you don't have to spend a ton of money to have a flawless face. And so there I am. And it's just a very natural base. And I've got some good color in there. I'll get a little closer to the camera so you can see, just so I don't look totally washed out in life. That's what it is. I actually could stand to put some more blush on, to be quite honest. And I think I'm going to do so. Some people are scared to layer their makeup. I'm not. Was someone going to say, oh my gosh, you layered too much makeup on? That's silly. There you go. That looks a little more natural too, because I have a very pink face. All right, so now we're ready to do eyes. And so the favorite palette that I've ever bought is this Stila palette. It's In the Moment. I don't think they make this anymore. I got it maybe on sale at Christmas time from Sephora. I don't know. But anyway, so it's got these 10 beautiful spring colors in it. It's got a ton of purples, and I'm all about purple and gold right now. So with my colors, the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one called Instinct. And it's this very top, and it's like a white shimmer. Oh, this whole palette is shimmers. Even this matte one down here, which is called Desire, has a little sparkle in it. I'm all about sparkle. I don't care that I'm 30. I know people say you shouldn't wear sparkle when you're old, but I really don't care. And so I'm just going to put that right in the corners of my eye and just down around my lash line a little bit. And usually I'll do 2 passes with this guy if I want to be super dramatic. I want some brightness, and it just brightens up the color on your face. So then I am going to use that one that I was talking about, Desire. I'm going to use that right under my eyebrows. And it's just like a little bit of highlight. If I ever want to highlight, sometimes I'll actually use this one right on my cheekbones too with my finger. So there you go. And so then the next color I'm going to use is, what do I want to do? I think we're going to use this one called Impulse, and it's this little light lilac color. And we're going to do this right in the crease and around the eye. And so something when I first started doing makeup is I didn't get how people would like layer colors and you could see it and how it would do like these pretty things. It's like you do, if you use your little brush, and this is an e.l.f. brush, I'm telling you, I started out so inexpensive, and some of the stuff I still use it. Sometimes I use it because my expensive ones are being clean because they're dirty, but sometimes I still use them just because they're still great. This was like a $3 brush. Okay. But anyway, so you just use the shape of the brush to go around your eye. That's all you do. Sometimes I'll just add a little underneath for color. So that's what you can see so far. Not super dramatic. All right, and so then the next one I'm going to use is this next one, the purple. This is the Glance. And this is a super, super pigmented purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of like tap it through my eye, just on the outside. You can kind of see right there. Just putting the color on. And again, same thing. I'll usually do 2 passes. And then I'll start to kind of blend it in. I sport this makeup look at least 3 days a week. This is my standard going to work look. So a little bit of purple. And then I'm actually going to go in with this gold. I am like super into metallics right now. And I'm just going to use the other side of my brush. And I'm just going to blend it, blend it over the purple. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I always just wipe off my brush. You can also do this with an angle brush if you have another brush. I'm just trying to be as simple as possible and use only one brush for everything. But I know that a lot of people use a different brush per item, or they might use a blender for different items, and that's okay. When you're excuse me, whoo, hiccups. When you're a beginner, you don't always have a ton of money to start or a ton of money for brushes and things like that. So I'm just kind of showing you what I did when I first started. So there's that. And then, so after that's clear, I'm just going to use one of the darker shades in the palette. I'm going to use this one called Captivate, and it's almost like a charcoal purple. I'm just going to do it right lightly along my bottom lash. As I said, an angle brush is a lot better for this, or like a smudger brush would probably be really good for this. I didn't have that handy. I didn't bring it with me upstairs, so I'll use this guy. So there you go. And it's dramatic, but it's not super crazy. Like you can see that there's color, but it's not super crazy. This kit did come with an eyeliner. I hate it. Don't use it. Okay. So then the next thing that I would do after my eyes are done is I would go in for a liner. And you can use a liquid liner. You can use a felt tip liner. You can use a pencil liner. You can use the eyeshadow technique that I did on my bottom lashes on your top. You can do whichever you like. I will tell you that this item that I got in my Ipsy bag this last time, this fat liner is like amazing. It's a liquid black liner with a felt tip pen, and it's huge. So it gives you like this ton of control. And I can literally just like drag it across my eye and my eyeliner is done. Now, someone who does not have a super steady hand or someone who's been doing this for like a super long time, this is a nice way to get like that drama look from your lashes. So, okay. So for my wing, I'm just going to start probably like right here. And I don't do a crazy wing. See? Just like the entire length of the pen. And the nice thing about this felt tip is if you like go too high, like I just did, you go back in and fill it in, which I really like with this product, because you can just go and fill in any spots where you might have missed it. And then I do not line all the way through my eye. I stop probably about right here to make it a little bit more natural. And so my left eye is always way easier than my right eye, so I'll actually start my right eye. And then I'll go in and do my wing. And then I'll fill in for the rest of my eye. I don't know why that seems to work on this eye, but probably because I'm right-handed. Yeah, because I guess this versus this is like a different. It probably took me like 3 times of this specific eyeliner to really get this look down. So you're never going to be perfect the very first time you do something. It does take a little bit of practice, but I thought that this one was pretty good for a beginner. And so if they're uneven where I put like more on one eye, I just go back and I just fill in a little bit more of the eyelid there. I'm going to put a little bit more of my wing on. Here we go. So I've got some liner on. And then I just go in with a mascara. This is the Super Curler 24-Hour Volume and Curl by Rimmel. This was something that I bought for the curling lash video that I did. This one's in extreme black. I do use brown. Sometimes I use the Benefit They're Real. I do use Roller Lash. I do use the Falsies. I use all different. I have a 3-in-1 e.l.f. mascara. any mascara works for you, and really you just have to kind of play around. What I like about this one is it is extremely black and it's easy to put on. And it does curl up my lashes so that I don't have to use the lash curler. This one's very buildable. People will say things are buildable. That's because you can kind of like add on and add on and add on. And this one is definitely like that. And it still looks really good. So you continue to add. Okay. Someone else feel like they have a good eye, like one eye that always looks really good with mascara and one that doesn't. Because I always feel like my liner on my left eye looks fab and my lashes on my right eye always looks fab. Oh, I just blacked up my face. Look what I did. Told you, not steady, not practiced. Was not kidding. I just put a little dot on my bottom lashes, but I'm not going to go crazy. I just want them to be seen because I do have a very, very, very fine lashes. Oh, good to smear. Good to smear. Oh, there's black all through my face. Look at that. Looks like I got punched in the face. There we go. Rub that off. So there you go. So it's my lashes. So yeah, I'm not a big false lash person. I can hardly figure it out. So nope, not doing that. And then all I'm going to finish off with is just like a lipstick. This is a Buxom lipstick. It's in the color Swinger. I love this. It's kind of like a pinky purple. Pinky purple that is like super, super scientific. Now, I know some people can just put it on and then squish it, and then it like covers their lips. I have very thin lips. So I actually do have to go in and draw the peak of my lip. To get a lip shape. And so there you go. So that is my full get ready with me. So thanks for watching. I know this is like probably a super long video, but I enjoyed making it. I thought it was really fun. So hopefully I got some really good tips for you guys. And to be honest, this took maybe like 30 minutes to get ready. I usually get ready in about 20. So I actually went kind of slow because I was trying to explain things to you guys. So this is even like a quick look to do in the morning. And this is how I go to work every day. So again, thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe so you can keep seeing content from me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.